this 20-year-old young woman, you know what I'm saying, wonder why a man is not with someone his age. I'm a 23-year-old young man, and like I said, I really got to see this video because she real pretty, man. Let's see what she got to say about why this older guy did it. You know, why she feels some type of way about him. She said something was off with him.
Sometimes you gotta wonder why these niggas ain't talking to nobody that is their age or whatever. Anyways, I was talking to this man, this little boy, who was 12 years older than me. So he's 32. And when I first got around him, I'm like, okay, to say he like in his early 30s, he seems like he's doing like pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know everything about him, but I'm like, it don't really give that he like struggling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't give like, which I don't feel you should be struggling at that age, but it don't give that, you know, he's not, you know what I'm trying to say? You know? Like, I wouldn't expect him to be struggling. I wouldn't talk to him if I felt like a nigga was, you know, struggling. But I'm saying, like, he seems to be at a pretty well space. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm talking to him or whatever. And I'm like, okay, he drives like a really nice car. Like, to me, his car seemed pretty cool.
Is it me? I'm sorry for pausing it, but y'all, you know a word that's been bothering me a lot? I already know what I'm finna say. A word that's been bothering me a lot that I see a lot of women just throw out there, like it's just which I understand we all call each other that, but the N word, nigga, like nigga, like. But yeah, I think these other people thinking it's okay though now, like just to throw that word out there, you know. And I just feel like that's disrespectful to us as black men. You know what I'm saying? Like they be just throwing that word out there as if like we not shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just disrespectful to me. That's just my opinion.
Like, you know, it's nice, it look nice. All right. Then I see his crib. I'm like, okay, his crib fully furnished. He got pictures on the wall. While I'm there, he ordered him a rug. I'm like, all right. Then I noticed like he wear his little Apple Watch. He got a couple of watches. He got a couple of, you know. I'm like, all right. Usually you can tell a lot about a man with their car, their appearance, and their place. You feel what I'm saying? Anyways, I end up talking to him for a little minute, and I start to notice that I start to, like, we would have conversations, and when I talk to men, I ask them about other women. I'm gonna be honest, because I like to know certain shit and backgrounds about somebody. So I'm talking to him, and it's several conversations that we done had where he keeps on showing me like these different type of women. But he keeps on saying like they all like just his friends, they his homegirls, and they all have like their own careers and their own things going on. They have their own niche. They got their own entrepreneurship, whatever it is. They in their own lane. They got all their own shit going on. And they cute girls. They real classy. They real done up. Like, they also all look around his age, but they look very womanly, very put together. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a lot younger, so I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I don't really look like them. And it's not because I think I'm not cute. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, because I know I'm the shit. But I'm just saying, like, if I was like in your status as a man, and I felt like I was kind of where you was, why would you not be with a woman like that? That's low key what I'm thinking. And I'm gonna explain this shit more and more and more. Just stay with me, stay with me. So he would show me these girls. He'd be like, yeah, this just my homegirl. She do this, she do that. Then he'd show me something. Oh yeah, she do this. Oh, her, yeah, she is real pretty. This what she do. Da da da. He'd just be telling me about these women, and I'm steady thinking like, when he said like they look good, I'm like, they don't look like me. You know what I mean? And not even really just speaking on aesthetic. Well, not even just speaking on aesthetic. Maybe like growth wise and aesthetic. And you could tell that that's actually a woman. That's how I'm gonna put it. So as I'm talking to him more, you know, I'm getting to know him and shit, and I start to realize like I'm steady thinking to myself, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a realist, y'all. I'm very real and honest with myself. I'm like, if you in a position that you in and you know other women that in their own lane and got their own shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm still young. Like, I'm just starting off in life. I just graduated high school 2 years ago. I'm
Graduated 2 years ago. How old is this nigga again?
steady thinking to myself, like, why wouldn't you want to be with a woman like that?
I just contradicted myself like a motherfucker, y'all. I did say, but I mean, yeah, but same time, I can say it though.
Cause I'm a realist. I'm gonna think some shit like that. That's just me. Like, I'm gonna look at everything, right? So I'm talking to him more, whatever, and I start to notice like he's a real square. Like, I'm like, this nigga is really a square. He don't have his own identity or his own like personality. Like, a lot of his personality seem like imitated, or like some taught behavior, or just things that he's seen, but he don't really have his own identity. And I also start to notice about him, I'm like, I think he have another side to him that's not really like out on the table. Like, you ever just could look at somebody, you could tell like it's something else there. But in the back of my head, I still have the idea of like what I said about the women and where I feel like I see where he at in life with his career path and shit like that, right? Because those are other women who seem like they're at a good place with their career path. Cool. But I'm starting to learn things about his personality that he's not teachable. He don't want nobody to tell him nothing. He don't know how to get reinsurance. He don't know how to lead. Like he have a control problem, or like he just feel like he know every fucking thing. And when somebody tell him something, like he's not receiving of a message, even to agree to disagree, like, and he's in denial. He has a very low lack of self-awareness. Like he don't have no self-awareness. Like he don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I immediately start to realize like something is very off. Like he is not even like really in tune or tapped in with himself. Like, you know, everybody vibrates at a certain way, right? A certain level, and interpret things a certain way. That's what makes a person wise or not wise. It's almost like, to me, it's like he turned it off. Anyways, like I'm very honest, and I'm very like a realist. Like I'm very honest with myself. So I remember before I even figured out all of this shit about him, we was on the bed or whatever, and we was talking, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't really think I'm the girl for you. And he was like, why would you say that? Why would you put yourself down like that? And I was like, I'm not putting myself down. Like, I'm very comfortable with who I am. Like, I just feel like he like more somebody that's more like bougie. And I know, like, I'm not gonna say I'm hood, but I know I'm not proper. And I know I'm not no hood rat, and I'm not ratchet either. But I like how I am, and I'm okay with who I am. Based off of some of the conversations we had and some of the girls that I seen, I'm like, I don't look like them. I don't have the aesthetic. I don't want to look like that either. You feel me? And I remember telling him, like, no, it's just some of the girls you showed me, like, I don't look like that. And he was like, well, what you mean? Like, I was just like, I feel like you would be like more like a bougie, classy girl. I'm not classy. Like, I have class. I can turn it off and on. I know how to carry myself. I feel like I carry myself very attractive. But I just said, like, that's not. And he was just like, no, I actually don't like bougie girls. Like, I don't like girls that like pretend to be with something they not, or they just very like pretty. Like, and honestly, I don't think he know what the fuck he like. Cause based on how I describe, like how he's not teachable. You can't tell him shit. He think a woman just supposed to listen to whatever the fuck he say. You can't want a bitch like me. Like, I know that. But this is something I said before I realized everything, right? Anyways, y'all, I ended up falling out with this man because he is like so disrespectful, and due to him being kind of shut down emotionally and being kind of cold, it's like, I'm not even gonna say that he just don't respect women. It's like some switch, or somebody that did something so bad to him where for some reason emotionally he's checked out, and he just not, I end up seeing like his true colors. Like he something's wrong. So I end up falling out with this man, y'all. We get into it, whatever. I'm not cool with him no more. And I remember just like doing some thinking. I'm like thinking back on all the shit or whatever, and then what I said about the women. And like I said, like, if you in your early 30s, you know women who like in their career who got shit going for themselves, like, why would you want to be with somebody that just graduated high school 2 years ago?
That is kind of weird though. You know what I'm saying? You a grown ass man, like shit, about 27. I'm trying to be married. I'm trying to get somebody on my level, my caliber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to mess with no 20-year-old who just graduated high school 2 years ago, who still got a whole life ahead of them, who not even. She not 21. Oh yeah, bro, trip. You know what I'm saying? You like not even 21 yet. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what was the man gonna do? What is he thinking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men out here who do. But there's some good men out here who single and who be by themselves, man. Who just be, you know what I'm saying, trying to find somebody to get on the same page as them. But there's a lot of men out here who just be on some other type of time, and bro, they be trying to prey on young women. You know what I'm saying? They go out and they know that they can't deal with a woman on a level or at a certain level and caliber because they know they're gonna hold them to a certain standard. And the man don't be wanting that. Like she said, he don't know how to listen. He's not emotionally available. He's not none of that. So of course he's gonna try to deal with a young girl, you know what I'm saying, to wrap her around his finger with his money. She's gonna listen to everything, anything he say. And yeah. And that's what happens to a lot of these young females, man. You know, they let the money, people let the money just, it messes them up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm honest, like money has messed me up as a young guy, but I went through the phase to where I hit rock bottom. I'm not rich, you know what I'm saying? And I fell down to the bottom and, you know what I'm saying, had to go through things and get myself back in a position. But as a grown man, 30 years old, like, I mean, like, come on, bro. You preying on young females and then you just trying to, like, you trying to live that young life. That's what I said. It's like, that's what's going on nowadays. It's too many older men trying to live young man lifestyles, and then it's too many older women trying to live young women lifestyles. Like, everybody's trying to still be young and try to play this young game and not try to be their age and not try to do things in their age group. Like, why is all these older people keep trying to prey on young people, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, the world be sick, man.
You feel me? Like, this is what I'm saying to myself. I'm thinking back on the TikToks I done seen where women be like, why a nigga don't be with somebody their age? Because this is a nigga we talking about, not even a man. But it's like, why they don't be with somebody their age? Anyways, all of this to fucking say, long story short, short story long, whatever the fuck. I came to the conclusion, like, yes, he have his own little career path going on. He drive a nice car. His crib is, you know, cool and all of that shit. And he seemed pretty secure financially. But emotionally and mentally, he is down to my level. So he cannot date women like that because they don't like him. They don't like him, and he is not going to be an asset. He's going to be more of a liability because he's going to take up too much emotional space and cause conflict. When they could also be with a man who is more on a level and more accepting and more receiving, and somebody who could listen, who is teachable, and who want to, like, go forward. Another thing I realized about, like, men in their 30s, or not even, I'm not going to say men in their 30s. I'm sorry. I don't want to make a collective thing because this situation is not a collective thing whatsoever. But one thing I have realized about certain people in their 30s is a lot of them also are not fucking teachable. Like, they be in a ways where they think whatever they say is what it is and all type of shit. He not the first. It's like something about them 30s. They be weird, and women too. I'm not just talking about the men, but all of that to say, sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, why the fuck this nigga ain't with somebody? You know what I'm saying? And I never mean to put myself down, but I'm still young. Like, I just graduated high school 2 years ago. You feel me? So what we talking about? Like, why would you not be with these classy women? I could tell that he thought that they was actually attractive. So I'm like, why are all of them friend zoning you? Because they don't want you. They're not into you. Y'all, I was just gonna say, sometimes,
Right. You know? And it's good that you peeped that, man. Good discernment. It seemed like her intuition was on point as a young woman, man. I say continue to move in that direction. Continue to follow your gut. You know what I'm saying? Continue to do the right things as far as being a young woman and making decisions to choose wisely, because man will manipulate you and that's how they get you. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, these older men have been around the block, you know, and you got to be mindful of the things a man can say and do, because you can get took through there and it can mess your life up forever. So y'all be careful of her anyways, man. There's too many STDs and stuff going on in the world where people is just outside still and acting like as if this is normal. They treating this, you know, hive shit like it's a common cold. Like, that's why y'all got to just stay out the way, stay safe, man. And you know what I'm saying? You know, be mindful, people. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, fam. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like, hit that thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Share the videos, man. And we out.